Greetings, stalwarts and pilgrims, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens, episode 104, Basking in the Warm Glow. Batteries are recharging. One of the advantages of not like running in super high burn rate mode is it doesn't also break down maintenance-wise very quickly, which is really nice. I have a question for you guys. Should I try to heat the core of the base to comfort levels? Give me 5 minutes to vote on that, but I see that it's a bit of a runaway poll. So, the temperature overlay as it is now, the core of the base would be like... What's going on? Like, for real. Oh my god, what the hell? It is hazard mode... like turning on my reactor unbeknownst to me, because I low-key feel like it is, and I high-key feel like I'm being oppressed. What did I do to Randy? Apparently he's like really hot to trot. He's very Randy right now. Oh my god, stop raiding me. I've had like back to back raids. Ooh, we hit a triple launcher. Loaded. Let's go here. And we hit a LMGer. Okay, I think probably the way to do this is to make them eat cold. That's going to be the safest way to deal with them. So because I'm getting back to back raided, I'm just going to cheese this and make them have a chilly death march. So, Madsen, close the base down. The turrets were just enabled to temporarily slow them down. Oh, that's not how to do that. Shut the base. Everybody stay behind the walls. And flip-flop our raid spot over to the fish pit. Too bad I can't, like, specifically tell my turrets to shoot it. Oh, God. No, Gabe, don't do it. Gabe, don't do it. Gabe, don't do it. Why would a raider ever listen to me? Well, at least it's one more, Doom level weapon out of play. It is negative 72 out, and I think I'm going to use that to my advantage here. Just freezing these guys out. Oh, spooky. What weapon do you have? Bolty? Fangface, come down here and shoot at Spooky. Well, only one of the plasteel mini-turrets is really damaged. I know fish pick's like really, really important. I just don't see a boltier posing a credible threat to him. No. Okay, they are coming. The first one in will be Alex. And then I'm trying to keep the walls repaired for the people that are, like, breaching. Alright, Fishpick, get back to cover. And Fangface, get back to cover. Age of Venom, thank you for the resub. JD and Winter, come out here and kill Marcy. And then Rogi, go pop the main gate open and we'll flip the valid path into the base. No, Fishpick, why would you walk straight into... Oh my god, you idiot. I'm telling him to, like... Oh god, this sucks. I'm telling him to fall back, and he decides to walk straight into the enemy. Luckily, 1.6 includes a considerable amount of pathfinding improvements, which are going to be a quality of life bonus, for sure. Because, as it is now, sometimes pawns are stupid as hell. Alright, closing that door. Fishpick, go to the hospital. You're the last founder, so I shouldn't have even risked that. I thought he would be fine getting back to cover, but he decided to walk straight into enemies. You guys do want me to raise the inside base temperature to comfort levels? Will do. Cannot shoot melee. Then frickin' melee. I think all my pawns have just gone to stupid school, and they graduated with high honors. Because I don't know what's going on, but like they are just getting brawled at point blank and going, oh, this is fine. So we flip-flopped the valid path. As you can see, these guys are switching their attack. And we'll be ready for them in a minute. Radiation drops IQ points? Yeah, apparently it's like cooking our brains, man. Like, no joke. People up in this just making some... I mean, maybe I'll try to micromanage, control them a little bit more carefully. But they're making some pretty stupid decisions. Alright, valid shooters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get them ready. Arnold's trying to repair this door, because we don't want one of our bottleneck doors to be near broken. And then the first... The targets that are getting to our shooting gallery first are not the dangerous, scary ones. So that's good. Must say, the percentage of these enemies that are like on go juice, like half of them are on go juice, and they're so much harder to take down as a result. Like just almost every single one I've looked is just like high on go juice or wake up or something similar. This raid party should be coming to a close soonish. And the other thing I could do is I could flip the door that's open again. So Karn will come down here, over here, and we'll do just that. We'll try to keep the ones door busting slowed down. Alright, Cardinal's almost there. Doors open. Doors closed. Give them no targets. Madsen, you're not much of a constructor, are you? Alright, I'm gonna give everyone in the base a bit of a rest. I don't suspect that they're gonna survive the cold and path travel back to this door here. But I'm gonna leave it open and just let them attempt to path there. Fish pick. Preach health JD. No, I might be wrong. They might make it. So, Winter pop this open. Slotus pop this closed. Oh, there you go. Giving up and fleeing. That's what I like to see. Our valid path is open. We're going to unrestrict the base and hope for a little bit of respite because I have a lot of repair and recovery to do. But knowing Randy, I'm probably going to get... that's not going to happen. Yeah, just a mild negative 71 Fahrenheit out. Exactly. I'm glad you totally understand. So you did, you guys did vote for the base warming. So let's commit to that project. I should say something nice about Randy. He's got a really nice brohawk. He sure do got a pretty mouth. I regret everything. Oh, God! Those are frag grenades. The... Yes, yes they are. How to launch corpse giblets at your face at high velocities 101. Also to break your wall for no reason. So if we are trying to warm the base, I am going to have to go back to Operation Mine Iron and Coal, which is fine because we do have the power for it now. So I'm going to fire up the mining tunnels for iron and coal. It's also, we are heading into summer, right? We're halfway through April, May. So it's going to be easier to heat the base come spring. But if you want me to heat the base... we'll just keep adding heaters into and set the heaters to like 70 until it's comfortable. Oh man, imagine getting shot in the nose by a chain shotgun and still having a nose at the end of the day. I've heard of the Bond villain Jaws. Apparently Fishpick has... We should call him like Hammerhead or something. Could I move the heaters from the north farm? I could, but I don't really want to cannibalize parts of the base to serve the purpose of benefiting other parts of the base. I just don't like cannibalizing my bases. Because you never know when we need to fire that back up, and then if we do, then I have to go through all the effort of like fixing what I turned off, which is annoying. Alright, so I think the fuel target here is going to be 62... No, 65. Yep, 65 keeps tacos safe. It's the outer edge It produces 24,000 watts, and that should be pretty good for making sure that we have enough power to heat up the base. So if we take a look at the base's temperature now, it's the workshop, the hospital, the bedrooms, and the farm are of appropriate temperature, but like nothing else is. So there's more work to be done. I am going to leave doors open, though, because if we're trying to heat the base, we might as well have the heaters work efficiently where everything is interconnected. And it might cause a little bit of a chill in the farm initially, but in the long run, it will be a net benefit. So, Rogi, you're going to be on Operation... Actually, you know what? We got a lot of components from the siege sites. I just came to realize. So, one of the benefits of all these sieges is, yeah, we have a lot of components out of nowhere now. I don't think our storage room needs to be warm. In fact, because it has food in it, it makes sense it isn't warm. The other issue is if we get the core of our base too warm, it does pose a risk of, like, spoiling our food. Which is a funny problem to have. But yeah, the inside of the base is, I wouldn't say it's, like, super comfortable. But actually, if I was wearing a parka and all the layers that they're wearing, I wouldn't really want it any warmer than, like, 45 Fahrenheit. Because otherwise you'd be like, ugh, it'd suck. Time for some coolers in the kitchen? Maybe. Can you just warm up? What the hell are you doing? Wouldn't it be spoil be unroofed? Food that is on a shelf won't spoil if unroofed because it's on a shelf. So food will spoil if it's unroofed, not on shelves, or roofed. Dem's the requirements. Alright, the farm's been heated up a little bit more. We're adding heaters and lights over here. We're still in grid excess. What about the hopper? Hoppers are shelves, as far as the game's concerned. It's stuff that's like on the floor would be at risk. Alright, repairs to our defenses. Nice. I'm going to add 2 more plasteel Turk mini turrets here. Because I never really come out this way. I might as well... Oh, that's not where that ought to go. I might as well install more of them. And I'll put one here as well. The mini turrets are really effective at, like, absorbing the Doomsday level stuff. So having more mini turrets to be able to soak up the Doom level stuff is pretty handy. All right, I think you guys probably have mined up enough iron. I look down and it's just like he's like Scrooge McDucking through a pile of iron. It's like, yeah, I think you got it, guys. Same's true of coal, so I'm going to turn off the coal and the iron drills and let people work on heating up the base. So this section of the base isn't really balmy yet. 2 more heaters. Actually, you know, one could say, let's put a door there. Let's try to heat up everything west of this door. This is like storage, right? Like this, I have my food overflow here. I don't really want it heated. Hazard mode. We have had it on for 4.5 out of the 30 days that we're planning. Ooh! It is very nice here in the inner courtyard now. The, never thought I would need to do this, but we need a cooler for our food. Or alternatively, I could just... No, I'm going to do cooler. So I'm going to need a little bit of steel for the cooler. Why not open the roof? So the reason why not to open the roof is the way coolers work is they will cool down the area and then kick out heat. So the cooler also helps to heat the outside of the base, the part we want heated, whereas opening up a roof just introduces more cold, making the heaters have to work even harder. So that's... So I had thought about it really quickly and realized, yeah, a cooler would be better ultimately because of because if we're aiming to try to heat the base, the cooler actually works towards that goal. Come on, what are you doing? No. They were trying to haul this steel from the siege site to build the cooler, which is, not exactly efficient. Okay, so our freezer is now frozen again. And the base is toasty. And you can kind of see the gradient of heat escape from the open valid path. Let's see about opening this up. I know it's going to make the heaters have to work harder, but we technically want this room heated. I just don't really care about bringing it up to like room temperature comfort. The next thing is, and I think this is pretty reasonable, bringing the ritual rooms up to room temperature as well. I want people to be able to go there and benefit from the rituals without freezing their butts off. No one's going to want to attend church when it's like -50 in the church. Or council hall, union hall, whatever. You know what I mean. As far as power goes, we don't even have all the fuel loaded up in this thing, but we're very easily within the power tolerance of power generation. And this is, of course, like with a tiny fraction of the uranium that we could load in. You can imagine how crazy it would be if we loaded all the uranium in. We'd be producing like terawatts. Double wall the starward walls? You mean here? Oh, you mean up here? I could do that. A little worried about the shooting. Well, yeah, let's do it. Because of all the inside core of our base, besides the hospital, it's the only place that it really isn't double walled. Tannering will be out in 2.5 days. And yeah, I would say it's balmy everywhere within the core of the base. The new age of warmth. Heater in the tomb feels weird. You're not wrong about that. I'll move it. I mean, I never really intend to, like, resurrect serum them. Meaning I don't necessarily need to keep the corpses chilled, because there really isn't a case where we're bringing them back. But with that sled, I also don't really need to heat the area. Alright, corpses. If we don't end up getting uranium site found soon, I will hook up another ground scanner, because I know you guys voted for that. That will be my next project once I'm done, like, illuminating things. Yeah, pity I don't have, like, bone ash for the farms. I know, right? We have a lot of corpses. And Tacos, you doing good? Yeah, you're fine. Another thing I could do is to have double lock doors, so that it's a little bit easier to preserve the temperature gradient between the hot base and the cold base. Rogi, is your inspiration... Oh, you're a crafter. I would like for you to make an assault rifle. Yeah. Yeah. Is Tannering getting over Axios's death? Yes. So the time doesn't stop. Also, the pleasure cycle really helped with that too, I suppose. But we could do some counseling when Tannering's out. It looks like our food's holding up, even on one farm, so don't feel too bad about shutting down that farm. Our steel is, however, not. So we need to go back to iron mining. I don't really need coal at the moment because I have 277, and it's a 4-to-1 ratio of iron to coal, so we need a lot more coal than iron. One thing I could do for these heaters is stagger them. so that it conserves a little bit of power. So I've staggered some of them to be at... Oh, I screwed that up. I thought I was hitting N. Oh, one of them was just set to super frozen. Yeah. Alright, checking the heaters. There we go. So there are a lot of these heaters are now staggered to have some of them go in low power mode when they don't need to be. Because if they're all at the same temperature, they all go on, off, on, off, on, off, and there's no gradient, and it usually just keeps them on. Whereas some with lower temperature targets will be on low power mode, saving me ultimately a whole lot of power. So our power consumption probably dropped to like a few thousand watts as a result of me staggering it like that. Right. So like, this is the lowest temperature one in the hospital, and it does need to be on all the time, so it doesn't always save you power. But there, it shut off briefly. You can kind of see. Alright, tannering's out very soon. And we are... Damn! That's a rifle. Cardinal, grab it, and then Fang Face grab Cardinals. The reason I made it is I wanted to get rid of the sniper rifle the Fang Face was using, so everybody had assault rifles, and now they do. Yeah, that was impressive. I mean, for a crafting 11 to hit legendary is like very unusual. That means that otherwise that would have been a masterwork. And I am going to look up what the chance for an 11 making a masterwork was, because I don't think it's very high. A masterwork at level 11 is a 0.76 chance. So it was less than a 1% chance that that would be a legendary. Hence the damn. Because even a level 20 only has a 9.58 chance, just shy of 10% chance for a legendary. Oh, it gets kicked up too? Oh, you know what? I think you're right. Crafting Inspiration RimWorld. Let's look that up. Yeah, it is a +2. In that case, what was the chance there? He had a 17% chance. Still lucky. I think almost all the corpses on the map tile are now all tidied up. We're making sure that we're getting our mortar shells back. And then we'll burn the remainder of the corpses, and the base is in pretty good position now. Still working on the steel, but it's bounced back from like the 20 that I had, so better. Do we even have plasteel left to mine? Do you mean in the node that I have established, or in general? In the node I have established, there's 4. Let's just mine it, and then we can break down that wing. A very fine point you have made. I may want to, especially now that it's almost summertime, establish a new plasteel zone. Mostly for role-playing reasons. Because I don't think I'm actually going to need more plasteel. We have 800. But this here looks to be the most acquirable. And it's only negative 58. Only feels weird saying it like that. But it's only negative 58 right now, so I'm going to tag this as our new plasteel. Which means wanting a door here. Actually, I'm going to put the door here. Because I'll put a roof there, so it's a quick walk. What is nice about the hazard mode, once you have the radiation protection, is it generates enough power in hazard mode that I don't really need to worry about like keeping it completely topped up all the time of fuel. If it's close enough, it's like just fine. Oh, Tannering's finally out. So Tannering has healed. Tannering, you are going to need some counseling, I think. Please work, please work, please work. Good. Negative 18 mood impact negated. And then it looks like we have a decent amount of iron mined up, waiting to be hauled. 230 of it. Plus. So, we'll just focus on the new Plaz zone. We're now sitting at about a third of the time in hazard mode that we had designated. There's not much left in these siege sites. I mean, there's still some stuff, but nothing all that important. I think what's happened at this point is our stockpiles are just, like, full. So I'm going to consider a gift bag of stuff we don't necessarily want out to our nearest neighbors. Including 100 packed survival meals, which is pretty generous. I'm going to get rid of all the AO, all the sus rum, all the flake. And then Bunch of the tattered gear that we could have better. Not the rum? It's suspicious rum. It's not real rum. It's fake rum. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Frostwardens.